For cheap and reliable coins, check out FIFAUK.com, your #1 place to buy coins. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Battle of the Expensive Teams. This will be the first team I'll be using in this best of 3 with this guy who has a fantastic team. And given that it's in the title, you already know that it's going to be Pele. But just take a look at his overall team, it is fantastic. Although it's a bit shocking that they don't have a left-back legend, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe there's a problem with the licensing to find a left back. I mean, they could have done something else, maybe shifted Maldini to a left back. Anything would have been, you know, we need a left back. But anyways, whatever. Let's just get straight into this. So Kun Aguero testing the keeper really early on. Moving to the 12th minute, Cristiano Ronaldo Team of the Year. Now, I don't know how this guy used him so well. I really couldn't. I find him a bit sluggish. Like, you can tell when he's on the ball, he's still a bit sluggish, but his shooting is definitely going to be freaking amazing. So, it has been a very quiet first half, like literally only a couple of chances. And the second half, though, it is a really, really mouth-watering second half. Here we go into the 40th minute. Nasri is unleashed, but I hate it when they bring out the keeper back and forth. Really messes with your head. Here's Pele. What will he do? Swishes it to the left, and yes, I call it a swish. Don't make fun of me. And he scores a spectacular goal in the 49th minute. Moving into the 57th minute, Cristiano Ronaldo smashes that with his left foot. Could have crept in there on the bounce. I love those bounce shots, though. Never really. It wasn't always in FIFA, you know, the bounce shot. But anyways, do you remember FIFA? What was it? 2001. That was freaking awesome. What was it? 1998. I don't remember. Here's Pele again. That's another problem with Pele. He fucking shoots from anywhere. Excuse my language. Shoots from anywhere and just it goes in. In the majority of the time, it goes in. I just could not stop him. It was just unbelievable. I mean, I just could not stop him at all. It's 2-2 though. Pele passes it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Almost gets taken out by Ramos. Although I don't think it would have been a foul because it was automatic. It was on the floor. I don't know. Makes it 3-2 in the 83rd minute. Here's Pele again. I just cannot stop him. And I've used Pele twice or 3 times. And I just could not stop him. I really couldn't. But I just want to give a big shout out to this guy, Harrison Aid. Before I give him the shout out, there's Pele who gets a man of the match performance. I'm sure you agree with me. 1 game, 3 goals, 1 assist in the first. By the way, yes, I'm playing the same opponent 3 times. It's best of 3. And let's move into the second game. I'm using, I think I'm using a La Liga team in this. Oh no, sorry, I'm using the Prem team again. But anyway, I want to give a big shout out to Harrison Aid for lending me Pele. He actually lent me Pele in that man of the match series. And I just want to say thank you very much for that. Really, you know, to have a lot of trust to lend someone of that caliber is just great. But thank you very much for that. Here's Ramirez, smashes that 30 yards or so, hits the crossbar. Here's Aguero. What will he do? You know, it's very rare he's gonna miss from there. Aguero, is it? I mean, I was gonna get the team of the team of the season, but I don't know. I just felt the normal one, the informs were better. Nasri with the outside the foot, making it 2-0, 44th minute. We're trying to get a revenge here, and what a way to get it. It's 3-0 already in the 51st minute. Neymar cutting into the edge of the box. Keeper does really well there. We are just absolutely hammering them. Here's Nasri again. Nasri, bottom left corner, 4-0. We are really got our revenge back here. Here's Nasri again. Can he make it 5 in the 90th minute? Has a shot, hits that crossbar. That was a ferocious shot. And there is Kun Aguero to finish it off. 5-0. Revenge is served. Now we're moving to the final game. Another worthy man of the match performance. 1 game, 3 goals, 1 assist, definitely. So here's the second team I'll be using for the final game in the best of 3. It's 1-1. Here's we've added well, you can bloody see who I've added, a bunch of legends. But first time I'm using Dennis Bergkamp. I have used every legend except Bergkamp. I thought I'd give him a go. Let's see how he makes it on his debut for the Battle of Expensive Teams. Here we have the same team as usual, duh. But that Pele, that team in general, it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Here we go. Kickoff is underway. Ljungberg. What will he do? Nothing, because it was just me showing, you know. So here's Dennis Bergkamp testing the keeper early on, almost hitting that off the rebound. Here we go into the 4th minute. Neymar. You know, Neymar and Aguero. They have featured probably the most. That was a great finish from Ljungberg. They featured the most in all my Battle of Expensive Teams. I think there's 24 episodes now, 25. And Neymar has almost been in like, let's say, I think there's 70 games I've played or something. He's played in like 40 of them or so, 45. He has always been there. And he's got a lot of man of the match performances. Probably the most assists and goals compared to any player I've had feature in this. And Aguero as well. Aguero, because he came out in form like literally in the first 2 weeks of FIFA. So I have had him throughout a lot of the FIFA. And the moment I started this series, which wasn't that long ago to be honest, I think it was 2014, he has made unbelievable amounts of man of the match performances. Here's Bergkamp. What will he do? Lovely touch. That was another thing about Bergkamp back in the days. His touch was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Here's Neymar again testing the keeper. It's 1-0 already on the stroke of halftime. Pushing to the second half. Whoa, look at this by Vieira. That was freaking awesome. I swear I thought that went in, to be honest. 46th minute. Xabi Alonso with a really audacious cross. Keeper does really well there to push out that shot. That head, if anything. Here's Neymar. That was a lovely through ball, though, from Bergkamp. Neymar hitting the post. Really unlucky there. Here's Pele. Very rarely missed, but Casillas with a great save there. Here's Ramos. Very high up the pitch to Di Maria. Left foot finesse. I really thought that went in, though. That was a fantastic... sorry. Spur of the moment. Actually, it's not spur of the moment. I don't know why the bloody hell I yawned. So Bergkamp earns us a penalty. Ljungberg puts that away after missing the first one. That's 2 goals for Ljungberg. Kind of put my faith in him, even though he missed the first one. But here's Neymar in the 90th minute to kill off the game. It's Dennis Bergkamp for the debut goal. And we get our revenge. So it's 2-1, best of 3. I win. I said that in such a cocky way. I could not decide, so I put Neymar and Ljungberg. Neymar pretty much got 1 game, 2 assists, and he took part in that pass, which earned Ljungberg to score that penalty. So there's my record battle of expensive teams. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that like button. I'm really sorry for the uploads, but I will, it's the end of FIFA, but I will be spamming 1 video a day when the next FIFA comes out. Peace.